Hey guys, welcome back to another video here. Yeah, this is, you can tell from the title, this is a base that's all in one chunk. Something I've been playing around with, toying around with, trying to get everything right. It's getting nighttime. Let's go to sleep first, and we'll show you around. So I've been working on this thing. I don't know where I got the idea from. I was just thinking, I guess because I was playing around with slime chunks, getting all in one chunk. I thought, what if I get everything else into one chunk? So yeah, I guess we can start off by showing you up here. The bed's up here for a strategic. Try it again. The bed's up here for a strategic region, not just some place for it to be. Right here, staying here, everything is active. The AFK here, etc., etc. All the farms with villagers and stuff like that are active. So, this is up here for a specific reason, not just to be here. I didn't have another spot to put it. So, anyways, we come into our doors here. Yeah, I know I got a lot of cosmetic work to do because it's very boring and ugly. I did a little up here, not much. Anyways, we got all our storage chests here. So, and our item sorter back here, the auto item sorter. Love these things. Our cool looking floor. There's a reason for that too. We'll get to that one later. Okay, let's get out here. As you can see, we're in. Let me turn the chunk borders on. Boom. As you can see, we're all in one chunk, except a few things, which I'll explain. Back here, for one, is an item elevator and catcher. And from you can see a little up here, you can see a couple things sticking up on the top. But I am going to try to find a way to get this put inside the chunk. So we're not cheating any. So it's actually one chunk. I'm not sure how, but I'm going to try it. And I lit up the area up just so everything is safe. And for another reason, which, again, with along with the floor, we'll get to for another reason. We'll get to another reason. We'll get to in a minute. So, trying to think of the best way to show you how this all comes together. Like I said, except for a few little things, which I will try my damnedest to get them all inside one chunk and function. I have a couple issues with a few things that are not working properly, but I'll get them fixed one way or the other. I think I'm gonna have to go like this. All right, there we go. I hate being in this mode, but easiest way to show you it. As we go up, you see a little pathways for stuff. This is right here from our carrot farm. Drops, like I said, shoots into this thing. That's why I said it's an item catcher. But anyways, here's our carrot farm. You see the guy hard at work. This thing didn't take too much tweaking to get to work in the chunk. A few things had to be changed. I couldn't use glass around the guy because too much light came in. And I had to put a block instead of glass in the front of this part. It was like too much light in for that spot to be proper. Not that much of a bad tweak, but still drove me crazy trying to figure out where the light was coming from. Over here, you can see this is where our wheat and stuff is dropping from. Just use a little different mechanism to get it out because it just doesn't drop. This didn't really require any tweaking. It just required me to put the water in the right spot. Get these guys up here. And that was about it. Speaking of Yeah, speaking of the yeah, let's try this one more time. Speaking of these guys, the village right over there, which I took villagers from. I had a temporary villager breeder. I wanted to have it included in with the one chunk, but since a village breeder requires sky access, I would have no way to actually do it. Um, yeah, we'll touch on that more in a little bit as we get up to the top. On our next level, we got our gold farm and cactus farm at the same time. Lighting glitch is driving me insane. But as you see from our chest down there, this thing works decent. I mean, it's not going to be as efficient as some of our other ones because this is, like I said, this is just within its 16 by 16 section, so you're not going to get that much going on here. And moving on up, this is our drops from our sugar farm. All right, we've all seen how the sugar farm is built, I think. Oh, I don't know if I did a tutorial on that now. If I didn't, I'm a bad man. But yeah, it's the sugar farm. Everything's growing nicely as it gets pushed off down there. Water sucks it down, drops out of here. Again, into the item catcher down here. Then into the sorter. Just put the glass walls here because sometimes items just shoot straight out and boom, we lose them. We up onward and upward. All right, this is the farm I'm having issues with, the pumpkin melon farm. It's not placement because that's not an issue. Putting the stuff in. The issue is the way the redstone is and how I can do it. It keeps getting blocked in position. As you see, they're all down, but there's no power. So I'm having an issue with them not updating properly. And no matter what way I try to do the redstone, that happens. And I'm trying to fix that. If not, I'll just think of another farm to put there. Now up we go to our iron farm. This I had down further. That's why there's such a huge gap. But it was too close to these guys, and it was getting confused. You have at least 70 blocks away, 65, 70 away from that, and it was considering that part of the village. And these guys weren't working; they were just trying to find the way up there to get to the village. So I had to move that up further. And this is the reason why I couldn't put the village breeder in, because that alone itself is considered quote unquote a village, and it needs sky access. So I don't have enough room from here all the way to the top to do it. So that's why I just made the temporary one. Hope we get to see one of these burn, but not today. All right, so let's drop down. All right, now we'll talk about the torches and the floor. We're gonna have to go to a different game mode, which is why I was equipped with this. And let's go. And the floor is here, so there's enough room for me to stand. So the mob spawner would work. I modified the mob spawner to, there's some on flesh, something must have fell. But I modified it so it fit into this chunk. Had to do a little tweaky here with the water here. So there was at least 2 gap. And the redstone here eats a little into outside chunk. I'm trying to think of a way to keep it inside. I'm not sure. And over here, we have our hoppers going into the item elevator. As you can see from here. I'm trying to think of a way to get it built into it. You know, coming up the middle or the side or something, but I'm not sure. But this is the reason for all the lighting and the floor. And for that thing. If that thing wasn't there, I would just made everything just drop straight down the middle into the storage system. Let's get back out of this. But yeah, so this helps with the mob spawning, so nothing. I mean, I didn't like to hold the place up. I just put up a big, huge chunk of it. But that helps the mob spawning, and boom. But yeah, this is what I've been up to, and it's been a crazy thing to build. Hey, if you guys want a tutorial on how to build this thing, let me know, and I'll put it up as soon as I figure out the pumpkin farm, or put another farm in there. Alright, let me know what you think of this thing. Crazy, stupid, cool, whatnot. Leave a comment, like, whatnot. Subscribe if you want. Until next time, be good. Later.